Welcome back to What to Eat. On today's episode, we're gonna make some salmon cake. Some people call it salmon croquette. I call it salmon cakes. This is salmon in a can. It's few ingredients. Doesn't take that long to make. It's real simple. A lot of people like it for breakfast. I can eat this all day long, but for today, we're just gonna do a real simple salmon cake recipe. Salmon cake, breakfast, easy. 1, 2, 3. Let's get to it. Explain to you what's the ingredients. We're gonna use a can of salmon. Any brand you prefer. I just happen to do Bumblebee this time. I like Bumblebee, but you can use any brand. A can of salmon. This is 14.75 ounces. I used a half of large onion. I chopped it into diced it. We're going to use a couple of tablespoons of all-purpose flour. For this, I'm going to use a half a pack of Salmon, not the whole pack. It's just powerful. It's not a lot. I'm going to make it a little bit. As for the seasoning, I'm going to use a little bit of seasoning salt, some garlic powder, some Old Bay, black pepper, and a little bit of salt. I'll put the description below how much I want to use, and it's by taste. You can choose how much you want to use or anything like that. So always add a little bit and always gradually add a little bit more. And be careful with the salt. Put less salt, because if it sits overnight or any meal you make tonight and you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to be a little saltier tomorrow. So always pull back on the salt. That's why you see so many people adding more salt when their food comes out. Let them do that. You don't want to make your food too salty. I think I said that in a prior video. So for now, and let's not forget, you're either going to use 1 large egg or 2 large eggs. We'll see. We'll see how the batter goes. But it all depends on you, how much onion you put in it, how much flour you put in it. But we're going to do this real quick. Again. Now, let's get back to don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let us begin. Salmon cakes on What to Eat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our salmon, already drained, open and drain as best as we could. Now, what I like to do, we put the gloves on real quick. I don't want to mess up the other gloves just yet. Split this open because all cans of salmon has a nice bone in here. You want to find that bone. I don't eat the bone, so. But they all have a bone inside. It goes straight down the middle, and here's the bone right here. It's always usually tend to be in the middle. This is the bone, if you can see it. And it goes straight from the top all the way down, so make sure you get all of them. It's not going to kill you if you eat the bone in it, but you're not really going to be a fan of it. See, go all the way down, all the way to the bottom. So a few more right here, and that's it right there. So the bone is out the way. Oh, almost left this piece on top, see? That's the bone. So that's down. Just give it a little check. That's it, it's all out. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put our first egg in. And I'm going to add a little bit of onions right now, for now. Let's smash this up a little bit. I like to mash it down with the egg and the onions first. because when you start putting the flour in, it gets a little messy. So I see I need a little more onions. Hit the corners. So what the egg and flour does is it holds your cakes together. So that's why you want to do the egg and the onion. So I think I'm ready to, I'm gonna throw a second egg in. I don't need it. I'm looking at it now. It doesn't call for it, but we'll throw the second one in. Same thing. And those were medium eggs, so I didn't do 2 large eggs. I did 2 mediums. See, now it's a little mushy, as you can see a little bit. That's fine. Now you got it here. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put our seasoning in so it can catch. Start with our little black pepper. On TV it looks like I'm adding a lot, but it's not. This thing don't. This is our Old Bay. So you figure everything is about a half a teaspoon. The garlic powder. Again, these are optional. You can do what you want, or now I got a choice: seasoning salt or salt. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt. Now that I got the seasoning, I'm going to add a little bit of flour to stiffen this up. That's maybe 2 tablespoons. Half a pack of saffron to give it some kick and some flake, some color. If you like to have that nice color on your salmon. So now you're getting a little color in there. Stiffening up a little bit. Again, I prefer a lot of onions, so I don't mind adding more onions in there. We'll make a little mess, don't worry about it. A big piece right there. There you go. Put the last of that saffron in it. Sometimes when I'm in the mood for a little spicy, I'll put a little cayenne pepper in here and it gives it a nice little kick. I didn't do that today, but you can do that. Make sure you mix it up from the bottom. And I normally use a bigger bowl, just being lazy tonight. I ain't feel like cleaning all that and digging all that out today. So. And what I like to do is I'm going to add some more black pepper because I like black pepper. That's it. Like I said, you want to mix it real good, make sure the seasoning get everywhere. Now, it's stiff enough. You see it? It's stiff enough. It's good. You see this right here? It's stiff enough, so you don't need any more flour because it's going to stick together when you make the patties, because you don't want it to break when it hits the oil. That's why you want it to be stiff enough. it was enough flour, but if you don't feel it stiff enough, just add another half a tablespoon. So that would have been 2.5 tablespoons of flour, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave it right there. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make some patties. Skip this. You can do it any way you want. You can make round shapes. I'm gonna make little patties because they fry faster when they little thin. If you're a perfectionist, you can take a scooper and weigh them out, but I don't need to do that because I'm eating them. If I was at a restaurant or something, I would scoop them to see how much each piece weigh. And as you see from this one can, you can make a lot of them. See, that's what I have left. And this is what I'm going to fry. Matter of fact, I'm only going to fry 2. Just want to show you how I fry them. It's not going to take long. And this is it. So let me clean up this area and we'll be back to fry these. Salmon cakes already done. But before we do that, I'm gonna cover them, sit this in the refrigerator for maybe 15-20 minutes, let them stiffen up a little bit, and then I'm gonna fry them. So by the time I do all the cleaning and everything, they'll be ready to be fried. I'll see you back in about 15 minutes. Okay, now we're back, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish cooking these salmon cakes. We're gonna place them in there. Make sure your oil is very hot. Slowly place them so you don't want it to splatter. You want like a medium heat at this time. But make sure your oil is very hot when you put it in. And they're not going to take that long to cook because remember I made them nice and thin. So maybe 2 flips, like every 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to flip them. And you don't want to overcook them because then they're going to get too tough inside. They're going to get too hard inside. Yeah. So maybe like 2 minutes. We're going to flip them on the other side because they're not swimming in oil. If they were swimming in oil, you just leave them in there for about 4 or 5 minutes and that's it. And as you can see, already looking, I don't know if you can see it, it's already browning on the bottom, so you don't want them to get too dark. See, if you move them and it's not stiffened up yet, that means they're not ready to turn. I just touched a little bit and still, you're going to stiffen up a little bit. That's how you know they cooked on that side. So far, so good. And it smells great. That's it. We're going to just flip it over gently. 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 Now we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna repeat that. We're gonna cook this on about another 2-3 minutes. I might have flipped that a little too early, so we're gonna let this sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. So it's been about 5 minutes each side. I guess because I'm cooking on an electric heater. If it was on a stove and I use the gas, it would have been a little quicker. But the highest this one could get is about 5 minutes each side. It came out great. Nice golden brown. I'm putting it on a sheet so they can drain. That's it. That was finished. So altogether, it might have took maybe 15 minutes to do this whole process. And like I said, if I had it on the stove, it probably would have, like I said, it would have probably been 3 to 4 minutes each side. But because I didn't have it on the stove, it took a little longer because of the hot plate. I'm trying something different, so bear with me. But that's it for this week's episode of What to Eat. Salmon cakes, salmon croquette, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Bottom line, it's done, it's delicious, and that'll do it for this week. But please, before you go, one more time, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And if you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe. We need that. We need to grow our numbers, and we need to get y'all to tell some people to come and check out our show. And we'll be here next week. Not sure what day yet, but we'll be here next week to give you another great show, nice simple cooking show. And that'll do it. What to eat. We out. Peace.